everybody, and welcome to the 18th race of the season here in the Basketball Shops Truck Series, and round number 5 in the chase for the championship for all these drivers here today at Iowa Speedway. We got a couple of races left here. I believe there's 23 races in the season. We're at race number 18, like I mentioned. So we've just got maybe about 5 more races after this one, if not maybe 4 after this race. So we're closing in on the end of the season pretty quick here in the Basketball Shops Truck Series. And it all starts again here today at Iowa to mark the halfway point in the chase for the championship. And let's see where your starting lineup is going to look like here today at Iowa. You got the 71 of Santi Messi on the pole for the first time in his career in his second start here in the Truck Series. You got NASCAR Billy there as well on the front row. The first 4 drivers in the lineup here are in the chase for the championship right now. They have at least a chance to win the title for the next couple races if they want to take down Joshua Harrison, who's starting 28th here today. Rough starting spot for your current points leader, who's coming into this race 46 points ahead of second place, which would be the 23 of Gaming Freak, who was starting in 17th here at Iowa. So he's about 10 spots, or 11 ahead of Joshua Harrison. So we'll see if he can close in on that lead just a little bit in that number 23. But ones to watch here in Iowa today, I would keep an eye on the number 1 of Dominic Luba, starting third, one of the 4 championship drivers, starting inside the top 5. And he's been pretty good at these kind of tracks. The cookie cutters. I don't know if I'd consider this a cookie cutter, but it's one of those ovals. He's won at Kentucky before in the KC Cup Series, so we'll see if he can do that on a little bit of a shorter version of Kentucky here at Iowa today, and try and get himself in contention for a championship in the next final 5 races of the season. And then we got the. I'm gonna take a look at the number 8 of Charlie Davenport. Something's telling me that number 8 has a pretty good shot of possibly winning today's race or getting a good finish, and maybe staying consistent as well. Charlie Davenport, I don't think has won yet this season, so we'll see if he can change that today here at Iowa. And remember last week, the last race, there was an underdog winner, the number 98 of Johnny Cox, who's starting in. Where's he starting? Where's the number 98? Can I see him? Where's that 98? Oh my gosh, he's in 24th. He was in orange. I forget that he was in orange after all that. So, yeah, Johnny Cox starting in 24th here today, Iowa. um, and then another one to watch. Let's see. It's gonna go with Trevor Williams Jr. Hasn't started well the last couple races, but he's sure gonna find some kind of speed in that 44 at some point this season. If not, he'll find it maybe next season. We're going to try and focus on this season for Trevor Williams Jr. Has not gotten a win yet this season, obviously. Not doing great in the points, but we'll see if he can come through with a win today. Like I said, an underdog winner would be huge here at this point in the season. However, I don't think it would, with how far back Trevor Williams Jr. is in the points, I don't think he would be in contention with the championship, but I don't think that's a big issue to him. He's just here for the win. And last but not least, though, the trucks that went to the rear for the post-qualifying inspection failures is the number 28 of Slinky, which is a huge one because he was going to start in, let's see here. He was going to start, let me see, let me look at that. He was going to start in 25th, so not a huge loss, but however, he was going to start on the inside lane, but now he's going to start on the outside all the way in the back. And then you got Joe with the T as well in the 86. Those 2 trucks are the only ones to fail post-qualifying inspection. And we're ready to go here already, here at Iowa. And let's get this one underway. We got this ticker here. Let's get that here as well. Move the camera. Do all that jazz while we're waiting here. Here we go. Just move it over here. Right there. Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty. Oops. Don't know why I did that.
Drivers to cars.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, as they're rolling off pit road for the first time here today at Iowa. Like I said, you got Santi Messi on the pole. Man, these cameras suck. Anyway. Santi Messi on the pole, NASCAR Billy in second, Dominic Luba third, Mitchell Collins fourth, and Legends of the 48 in the top 5 for the start of the race here at Iowa here today. For the 18th race of the season, and race number 5 of the Chase for the Championship, we are Green Flag Racing here at Iowa. As there's a 71 Santi Messi, but here comes Dominic Luba to the inside to take the lead. You know, the first lap, he's going to lead the first lap here, I believe, at Iowa. They're getting stuffed up back here as well. Oh my goodness. Just real quick, put the lap counter up. Here we go. Alright. Now here comes the 48 Legends trying to look for the lead on Dominic Luba now. He started in 5th. So that inside lane being extra important here early in the race. As Santi Messi dropped back though, but here comes that 48. He's going to try and take the lead here from Luba into turn number 1. And he's going to clear him out. What a pass for the 48. And you got the 75 at AJ Marcy there as well. So we've got 50 laps here today at Iowa. And here comes Matthew Hill now inside the top 5. Right behind Santi Messi, almost making contact with that 71 truck. TV1 is awful, by the way. And here's Santi Messi making that move back for 3rd. Now he's going to try and hunt down the 2 leaders, but he's got pressure from Matthew Hill. Diving out on the inside in turn number 3 and 4. He's got the bumper to the quarter panel, almost into him again. But this is helping Mitchell Collins here as well. He's closing into this battle. So we've got an interesting battle already here at Iowa. We had to back off right there, but he's still got to run off the exit. Another thing to look at right here, Dominic Luba is closing back in on the 48 for the lead here early in this race. They're going at it here pretty early in this one. And here's Trevor Williams Jr. like I talked about. He was in the top 10 just now, but he just got passed by Aaron Martinez in the number 22. And we've got a battle for the lead. Here's Luba to the inside on Legends, and he's going to get there, and he's going to be clear off turn number 4. And behind them, Mitchell Collins to the inside of Matthew Hill. And he's going to get that spot as well. So Matthew Hill now stuck on the outside. He's got Cement Oskin trying to follow through, getting to 4th after Mitchell Collins got by. And he's going to get that spot here off turn 4. Look at Mitchell Collins already to the back bumper of the 48 to get 2nd. And he's going to be side by side. And he's going to get that move made right here into turn number 1. So another great move for Mitchell Collins to be inside the top number 5. I don't know why I said number, but top 5. And he's going to try and look for the lead here on Dominic Luba. He's closing in on that gap. And he's going to make that close. Here's Nathan Stapleton inside the top 10. Surprised to see him up here. He's had a really bad season here in the number 97. Trying to look for something to go his way. He's got a Samsung National Series win on his belt, I believe. And he's going to try and get one here tonight at Iowa. He's going to go to the inside of AJ Marcy, 42 for the top 5 spot. We got a battle for the lead. Here's Mitchell Collins to the inside of Dominic Luba. he's going to get that spot. So that's a big move for Mitchell Collins to get the lead right there. And here's 23 at Gaming Freak as well. Huge for him. He's second place in points, behind by 46 to your points leader, Joshua Harrison. Speaking of Harrison, let's go take a look at where he's at. He's right here in 13th, so he's in proximity of the Gaming Freak. So that's not what the 23 wants to see, but however, he did get past, and he's going to be stuck in the outside lane, so that's probably what Gaming Freak wants to know. While he's staying up there in 7th place, here's Legends back to the inside of Cement Oskin for 3rd. Almost slides up into him. But he's going to get around him here into turn number 1, and that's going to be a huge loss for Cement Oskin, because now he's going to be stuck on the outside of Nathan Stapleton as well. Stapleton really fighting on the inside. He's going to get by him there. Look at AJ Marcy almost get up into him. And the Gaming Freak is right behind these guys. He is going to get to the inside of the 12, so that's big for him as well, right there. Let's see where Harrison's still in 14th. So he hasn't moved a lot since he got passed by Kyler Anderson. And Jacqueline Racing as well. He's in these championship contenders. He's up here inside the top 10. We got a battle for the lead as well. Again, Dominic Luba back to the inside. And he's going to take that spot back. And now he's stuck on the outside because the 48 got a bumper to the quarter panel. He's going to get to the inside, and he's going to get right back around the 4 for 2nd place. Can he track down Dominic Luba again? He had a really weird entry there, but he's going to get the exit off, believe it or not. But Stapleton up here as well. He's going to try and get that 3rd spot from Mitchell Collins. And he's going to get to the inside here. What a beautiful corner for the 97. And he's going to get to the inside of Mitchell Collins. And he's going to get that 3rd spot right here in the turn number 1 and 2. And here is the 23 of the Gaming Freak. Ooh, he didn't get a good exit there, but he had to back off a little bit. But he's going to be on the inside still. Can he get to the 75? Ooh, he almost got into him, but he's going to get to the inside. And that's what he needed. He's going to get a top 5 spot right here in the turn number 1. If he can complete the pass, and he does. Ooh, Matthew Hill slid into turn number 1 right there. That was close. He almost went up into your pole sitter, Santini Messi, who hasn't really gained or lost a lot of positions here since he lost the lead. And he's staying right here inside the top 10, but however, he's going to be passed right here by the 22 Aaron Martinez, who follows Matthew Hill through. And 75 is going to lose a couple more spots. Let's go crank it up here early in this one here at Iowa. As we have a spin off turn number 4, it's Trevor Williams Jr. And the 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat as well. And the caution is out here at Iowa for the first time here tonight. All right. Let's go see what happened there. There was a little bit, just caught off turn number 4. And that was interesting. I forgot to... Where is it at? There it is. I should put this here, huh? There we go. Forgot we had a instant replay graphic for a minute. And let's get it back on here. So right here, off turn number 4, it was Trevor Collins just barely getting into the quarter panel of the 6 of Napa NASCAR Heat, turning him around. And then below him was the 99 Jeremiah's, and they just ran out of room. Simple spin, 44 just slightly hits the wall, a little bit harder than I thought. But I think it'll be fine. Not a lot of damage, but it certainly was a hit. Man, that camera is awful, I tell you. Hi, Dalton. Welcome to the chat. Alright. Let's go back to the... here. As you can see, I'm trying to figure this all out. Alright. Alright, so. Here they are. They're coming on pit road for the first time here at Iowa. The 6 or 7. Yep. Sure is. Sure is. They're coming on pit road for pit stops for the first time. I hit the wrong damn button. There we go. And here they come for pit stops for the first time here at Iowa. And I think they can make it to the end here under this stop, because they were able to make it maybe about halfway through already. Let's go over here. Where is it going? Here we go. And Legends is going to win the race off pit road, as he's going to retain the lead. A lot of mixed positions here. Alright, so it's going to be Legends retaining the lead with Mitchell Collins in second. Anderson Reed in third. How about that for the 81? AJ Marcy in the 75 is going to be there as well inside the top 5. Santi Messi back in the top 5 as well. Then you got Matthew Hill, Draco Racing, Dominic Luba, Nathan Stapleton, Slinky, Gaming Freak, and all these guys behind him. So a couple championship drivers here as well. So something to keep an eye on here. Coming to the late stages of this race. And I'm not entirely certain when we're going to get the green flag here. Could be within maybe 23 laps to go. So that incident happened under the crank it up brake. And it was our first caution of the day. And I believe that everybody can make it on fuel and tires for the rest of the race. But we'll see what happens. And we're going to go green this time. So I believe I was right. We're going to go green with 23 laps to go in the race. And it's going to be Legends in the front, leading them back underway. He started 5th in today's race. And now he's logging laps under caution here. And he's going to lead them back to the green flag. So this is going to be the first restart of the day. We already had our initial start. They're going to get back side by side here down the back straightaway, I believe. Hopefully if better caution is working. which it should. And yes, they do. All right. It was a little late, not gonna lie, but here we go. For the first restart of the day, we got Mitchell Collins back in the front row as well, with the number 48 of Legends going to lead them back to the green flag here once it drops. And here we go. And we're back on the green, but Mitchell Collins gets a big jump on the restart. And he's going to clear him into turn number 1 as we got 3 wide right here. Santi Messi in the middle and Matthew Hill on the outside, but they're going to make that sorted that back out to 2 wide, but here is another one. Slinky in the middle of this one. Ooh, and almost big contact back here with Johnny Cox and others. And he's gonna keep that 2 wide as well, as we have a big battle for the lead up here with Anderson Reed and AJ Marcy 42. And Anderson Reed is going to lead for the first time here today. He led last week as well at Michigan. I almost said Atlanta. But he's going to lead for the first time here in Iowa for the 2nd race in a row. He's going to lead a race. Let's go back here. There's a little bit of interesting things going on. It's 3 wide here. They almost sorted it back out, but it's pretty much all the way at the back. And ooh, they almost got into each other there. And they will finally sort it out to 2 wide. And they do. Let's go back up here. Let's go back here real quick. Oh my goodness, almost 3 wide here. What in the world just happened here? The 42 of Jacqueline Racing is all the way on the outside. He's going to get a run off turn number 4 here. Oh, he had to back off. You saw the exhaust. The lift off the throttle did not get into the truck in front of him, which was Joe with a T. They're still side by side back there. We got Mitchell Collins back here in 2nd again. He's going to make that move. Get that spot back. Legends going all the way to the inside of Santi Messi, who's trying to block him all the way to the bottom. He's going to get that spot back. That's 4th place. We got Nathan Stapleton there as well. Going helicopter for a minute. As we have the 18 of Joshua Harrison. This is, I believe, I forgot to use the green flag graphic. That is my fault. Whoopsies. Anyways. And here's Santi Messi. He's dropping back again. Like I said, on the initial start, he started on the pole. Obviously, he was your pole sitter here to begin the race, but he dropped back to 9th. Fell back all the way outside the top 10, but he's doing it again here. He started 5th on that restart, and he's back here in 7th place. But he got to get past by Citron for 8th. I tell you what, this camera sucks. I forget it does that every time. But here's Anderson Reed, still leading laps, believe it or not. He's led a couple laps now to this point. Ever since he took the lead from, I believe, Legends on that restart. A couple laps into the restart, I should say. We got Matthew Hill back here to the inside. One of the only battles really going on in the front of the field, and he's going to get by Slinky. That is for 9th place. And Joshua Harrison is back here as well. Let's keep an eye on that, because that's something to look at. Let's see where Gaming Freak is at. Gaming Freak is not inside the top 10, so that's a loss at the moment. Where is that 23? There he is. He's back here in 22nd, so that is not what he wants to do. That's for sure. And here's the 02 of Aiden Wegner getting by on him as well. Aiden Wegner's in the contention. He won at Watkins Glen early this season. He's still in contention. Here's AJ Marcy making a move again on 2nd place for Mitchell Collins. And Legends right behind him too. That 48 trying to make a move for 3rd place. And he's going to get by Mitchell Collins as well. So both of them are going to get by Mitchell Collins. Here's Anderson Reed. Still, he's leading a lot of laps. Might have the most laps led at the moment. I don't think I've seen anybody lead more laps today. Here's Nathan Stapleton to the inside of Mitchell Collins. Get that spot. Now Collins will be stuck on the outside because of that. Got Bronson Minnick in the 24 as well. Haven't talked about him all race, but he's up here as well. He was on the pole at Bristol, but however did not come up with a race win. Here's the 48 of Legends. He's caught up to the 75. Gonna try and get second place back. So Legends has a real shot to win in all three series. I don't think he has a Samsung National Series win yet, but he's gonna get that someday, and he has a chance here to get his first Bass Pro Shops Truck Series win. Anderson Reed is dominating right now since that restart. And there's not a lot of battling. Not as much battling as before on that initial start, so maybe everybody's taking it easy. And by the way, we are just about 10 laps to go in this race. We're coming to 10 laps to go right now as we speak. So Anderson Reed still out in front. Can anybody work their way by the 81, who's been dominating since that restart? He took the lead a couple laps in and has led ever since. It hasn't had really any pressure, because look at how far back the 75 is. He's a couple car lengths back. Hasn't had much pressure. And Anderson Reed is trying to run away with it, but however, he's trying to stay there with him. But he's got that 48 all over his back bumper. And here comes Nathan Stapleton sneaking into the frame as well. And there's Santi Messi. Ooh, we had to back off there. 54 of Citron shut the door. And I'll tell you what, this 54 has not had a great season by any means necessary. But he's in here in the top 10, looking for a top 5 for the first time this season. I believe. I could be wrong on that. But overall, not a good season at all. As we see back here, look at this. That is Joshua Harrison all the way on the outside here. He's falling outside the top 20, so that's huge right now. That could mean both the 23 and the 18 get the same amount of points. Not what Gaming Freak wants, but however, better than what could have happened if the 18 stayed up here. But yeah, I mean, Anderson Reed is running away with it. We're coming to 6 laps to go in this race. Hasn't had any pressure from the 75. He hasn't even gotten close enough. But this is the closest he's been, I believe. But Anderson Reed will have the most laps led today. And the 48 is really trying to put the pressure on the 75. And I believe it's working, because I don't think the 75 has even tried to go for a move here on Anderson Reed. And Anderson Reed is looking for his first Bass Pro Shops Truck Series win here today at Iowa, obviously. And he hasn't had the best season ever, but this could be big for him. Like I said, we had some underdog winners possible here today at Iowa. And I think everybody's single file right now, so this could be about the end here. But let's see if the 75 can work a move here late in this one. So that is a bit surprising. There was a lot more action in the initial start for the first 20 laps until that caution happened. And since that restart, not a whole lot of action, unfortunately. But that's what Anderson Reed wanted to see. Well, we are coming to 2 laps to go here at Iowa. Legends in third, AJ Marcy 42 in 75. Up here in second, Anderson Reed has led since the restart, and they are all single file here. Which had a lot more action in the early part of the race. And we're coming to the white flag here. One more lap to go here at Iowa for Anderson Reed in the number 81. And he has dominated since the restart. Now what everybody else wanted, oh, we got a top 5 battle here. But that's for Nathan Stapleton, doesn't matter. Here comes Anderson Reed off turn number 4 for the final time And Anderson Reed is going to get his first win in the NASCAR Basketball Shops Truck Series here at Iowa. And as you saw right there, the 23 and the 18 finished within a spot of each other. I believe that might have been inside the top 20, or outside, I should say. So that is not what the 23 wanted, not what the Harrison wanted, but I think that gap is going to stay the same. Anyway, Anderson Reed wins it here at Iowa. Let's go see your finish results here from race number 18 of the season. As once again, Anderson Reed has the most laps led and wins the race for the first time in his career. AJ Marcy, 42, finishes second. Legends in the 48 finishes third. Bronson Minnick in fourth. Citron, top 5 finish. Good for him as well, after having a rough season. Nathan Stapleton as well behind him. Santi Messi, the pole sitter, finishes 7th. I believe that's his second top 10 in a row in both of his starts. But I can't remember the Michigan results from top of my head at the moment. But Mitchell Collins finishes 8th. Matthew Hill in 9th. And Slinky finishes top 10. Good result for him as well. Then you got Draco Racing in the 42, finished 11th. Summit Oskin in 12th, in the number 12. Then obviously you got NASCAR Billy in 13th. Joe of the T in 14th. 15th, Bradley Ring. Chris Black at 16th. And NASCAR Fan in the 69 is going to finish in 17th. Charlie Davenport, my ones to watch, stayed right around where he started, so unfortunately not a great result for him as well. But however, some point he will get that win that he wants so desperately in that number 8. Let's see. All right, back to results. Johnny Cox finishes 19th, the last race's winner at Michigan. Dominic Luba, he started in the front row, I believe. So that is he started in third, but that is a rough finish. In 20th for Dominic Luba, who was pretty well in points, and is going to finish just inside the top 20. And Aaron Martinez, the first car outside the top 20. Aiden Wegner in the 02. Jeremiah's the Gaming Freak finishes 24th, not what he wanted, but Joshua Harrison did finish behind him, so that point gap is going to stay the same, at least for now, heading into race number 19 of the season. But in between them was Ryan Durrani in the 45. And then the 44, Trevor Williams Jr. was in that spin. For the only caution today is in 27th. So not much of a comeback for the 44. Again, really tough race. Another rough race for the 44. And Kyler Anderson in 28th. And then down here we have Random Canadian Fanboy in 29th in Napa NASCAR Heat, who was also in that spin, finishes 30th. And Reggie Fogelman, last but not least, in 31st. Alright, so that's going to do it here. Only one caution today here at Iowa, about halfway into the race, and which was a lot more action-packed, a lot more passing going on in the first stint of the race, but on the last stint there wasn't really much action, so that's a little interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. However, that's going to do it here from Iowa. We will see you guys for race number 19 at Vermont, so that should be a pretty good one. So, once again, congratulations to Anderson Reed for his first career Bass Pro Shops Truck Series win. And we will see you guys for race 19 at Vermont.